channel. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a sewing video. Now, if you guys have seen my previous video, I had went to the Ren Fair. So I was inspired to make a Renaissance dress. And I have kind of been working on a mock-up kind of one here and there, trying to get a little practice in at it, but I did want to show you guys what I'm going to be working on. So I have two patterns here. So the first one is going to be Butterwick, and it is B4827, and I'll try to get like a close-up or something of it if you guys want to see it. This one is going to be like the main dress. If you guys can see here, I'm going to try to do this one, but I also kind of like this one where you can kind of see the underskirt here. So I might try to do this one. We'll just kind of see as I get going. I kind of like them both. It's hard to decide, but I'm going to go with this one. So, and then my next one, so this was also a Butterwick pattern. This is going to be B4571. And I want to do the sleeves in this one. I'll also get a close-up of this if you guys want to see it. But I want to do these big kind of, I guess you would call that a big bell sleeve. I wouldn't know the correct term. I will look that up of what that would have been called. But this is the sleeve that I want to use. But these are going to be the two patterns that I'm going to be working with. And I'll show you guys maybe my mock-up later on of the one I've been practicing on. The fabric that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to show you guys. So this is the fabric, and I'm kind of hoping that it's showing up. This is like a gray. It might be showing up a little white. I'm not sure on the camera, but this is like a gray, and it's like a satin kind of feel to it. I really love it. It looks really good. It was on sale, which I was shocked. I got about 5 yards of it, and I'm kind of hoping that's going to be enough. If it isn't going to be enough, because I want it to be big, I want to have enough where I'm going to be able to pick it up, and it's going to kind of be long and bellowy in the front. That's what I'm hoping for. I did get this, and this is more of like a velvet, like gray, and I was thinking this might look good maybe over top of it, and do that the underskirt and do this the top skirt is what I was thinking. And if I wanted to wear it during the winter, it would also still be, you know, kind of warm, because this, you know, it is a little bit thick. Then I've got this, which is a sheer. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it is a sheer fabric, and I'm hoping to do the sleeve that way. And just cut it and just let it kind of hang, and it's real flowy, and I really like that. It's kind of giving me like the Lord of the Rings, like where Erwin wore her one dress, and I don't know, it kind of, when I saw the fabric, that's the first thing that came to my mind, was like Lord of the Rings. But also, you know, I was inspired by a lot of dresses that I saw when we were at the Renaissance Festival. So it kind of inspired me. I got some ideas, and like I said, I was kind of working on a mock-up one, which is also going to be really good too, and I made it super thick. So it's going to be great for winter, and I also learned some stuff kind of as I'm going. I don't know if I'm going to do a video on that one. I may not. I haven't decided yet if I will do a video on it, but we'll see. But like I said, that's going to be my fabric I'm going to be working with. I'm probably going to lace the back of it. I know zippers would probably be easier, but I just feel like it would look better, and I do have some white lacing that would look good in it, and I could probably just hand stitch the holes, and it would make it look a bit more historical, like accurate for that time. And I'm gonna try to do a lot more hand sewing on this one, maybe like the hems, the sleeves, the collars, stuff that's not going to have to be enforced a lot. It's gonna have to, you know, be strong thread. I'm gonna try my hand at sewing by hand a little bit more, because that also will be right, you know, at that time they would have sewed stuff by hand for that era. So I'm super excited to jump into this one. I hope you guys are too. So let's get started sewing this dress. Okay guys, so I've got all of my pieces cut out. I've got the front, the two front sides, I have the back, and then over here I've got the two back sides. And I went ahead and I cut the top and the back. I'm gonna put the velvet, I think, on top and the satin on bottom. I think it's gonna look better that way. And I did cut the satin longer on some pieces, that way if I pick up the skirt or if I wanted to pin the skirt up, you would be able to see it underneath. I did go ahead and I pinned the top of it, and I only went about halfway with it. I did that with all of them. I don't want to sew all the way down the bottom. I only probably want to go about halfway, and then I want to sew the top separately from the bottom. That way if I did want to pick it up or move it or pin it, they wouldn't be together. So after you cut all your pieces out, this is what they should look like. And I did have to cut both of them separately just to make sure, one, I had enough fabric, and I also wanted to get the other fabric longer. So this is where we're at right now, and we're going to start pinning them and sewing them. Okay guys, I just want to give you a little update. I have the dress all put together. This was really simple to sew. I actually thought the sewing machine was going to have a problem with it. I did have to go back and make a few adjustments, and I did want to let you guys know. On the sides here, I did go back and I cut a piece of the panel out. It was the side back panel of it because it was just way too much. And I mean, I did cut a little extra, but like it was way too much. So I took that panel out on both sides here, and I left the bottom open here. If you can kind of see, I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about just sewing this layer and then this layer, and then that way if I wanted to pick it up I could, and I would still have the layer underneath it. I'm still gonna do that, and as you can see, I didn't sew all the way down, but I did want to let you guys know what I did. And I did go back and I adjusted the sleeve over here. It was a little bit baggy here, but I'm hoping maybe once I hem it, maybe that'll kind of take it out. And I'm not really sure. It was just kind of like right in here. It's no big deal. I mean, it looks good if it's got like a little, you know, loose here. But that's about all I've done so far. I haven't worked on the back of it yet. And I'm gonna maybe go ahead and try to do the sleeve in it and just go ahead and maybe kind of get it ready. I don't know if I'm going to put it on there yet or not. But that's just what I've done to it so far, and I just wanted to kind of let you guys know. So yeah, so I'm going to hopefully go ahead and get the hemming and maybe the sleeves done. I'm probably going to do the hemming and stuff by hand, because that won't take forever to do it, and then figure out what I'm going to do with the bottom. But I love it so far. So yeah, so I just want to give you guys an update on that, and we're going to hop over and start doing the hemming and sleeves. is not done. I am getting ready to work on the back of it. We're going to be lacing the back of it, and I'm getting ready to do that and everything. I'm trying it on, trying to get it fitted right in the back for that. But I thought while I was trying it on, I would go ahead and I would show you guys what it looked like. It is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love the material. It did really, really well in the sewing machine. I did do a lot of it by the sewing machine, but I also did some by hand. I did the hem. I did this side of the sleeve by hand, and then I did this one by the sewing machine. And I've got to do the back of it by hand because I don't want to put it through the sewing machine and mess it up or anything. But it is absolutely beautiful, and I just want to show you guys while I was trying it on. See what you guys think about it. I will show you guys the finished product. You know, I'll get out there and get some pictures and everything for you guys so you guys can see it. Absolutely love it. Gives me Lord of the Rings vibes. I really, really love it. So this is going to be like a Renaissance kind of Lord of the Rings thing. I've been on a Lord of the Rings kick here lately. I went back and watched them, reading the books and everything. But I absolutely love this dress. Love the material. I highly recommend it. It was great going through the sewing machine. I had no problems. But I will tell you guys that when you're doing your sleeve, be sure that you might have to fit it and then trim it. Take a bag out, try to fit it again, and you might have to just keep trimming it until you get it the way you want it. I didn't want mine very puffy, so I had to keep trimming mine, taking it out, putting it in, and trimming it. So that was a little bit of a pain. But everything else pretty much come together. It's really simple. I love this pattern, and I used the two patterns. Absolutely loved them. They were great. I used the sleeve pattern off of the other one, and it was actually easier than the one that I used for the dress. But I just want to show you guys, I was trying it on. So really, really love it. And let's get on to lacing it.